Hi there, hope you're all doing well. Since it's Orktober now, I have to get a green skin painted up. Luckily I have Atix printed from the DeadZone campaign Mantic ran a while ago. He was black and white zenithally primed, and to get started on the skin, I base coated it with Ethereal green. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. You can also join Discord using the link in the description, where you can share anything you have been working on. Getting the recesses and the shadows in now for the skin, I washed everything with green tone wash. With the wash dry, I came back in with Ethereal green again and brought up some of the high points around the muscles, shapes and the faces. Pushing the highlights even further now, the parts that are getting hit by the light the most get a touch up with Talisman green. Finishing off the skin and really making it bright, I added a final highlight with Fluorescent green. These are for the sharper edges and the highlights towards the top of the model. Now onto the clothing. For everything that isn't metal, I started off with a once over of Noble Steed Brown. This is going to be a shared shadow colour, and I'll be tweaking the different parts with just different highlight colours. For what I'm assuming is a tank top, I used light brown for the mid-tone, which covers a fair amount and just leaves that shadow colour in the deepest recesses. To finish the top off, I added in an edge highlight with Sunny Skin Tone. With the remaining clothing, which is pretty much just leather parts now, I went over them with a mid-tone of dry rust brown. The edge highlight for the leather parts now gets done with Satyr brown. Getting his teeth and eyes done now, I used Bonewhite. There isn't much surface area for this to really add a highlight, so I just went straight to the brightest colour. Now onto the metal parts, and all of these get a once over with Surcoat Silver. This is no matter what colour I'm actually going to end up with in the end for these, as this is just a good great base colour for metal parts. For a few bits of variation around the metal parts, I went with Tinny Tin. Getting some more variation in, mostly around the gun this time. I used Platinum Crown. I'm not sure what I want to do with the base yet, as I haven't printed out the rest of the team. So in the meantime, I just dotted in the eyes and gave the base a once over with black. Finishing up the Mini, I washed all of the clothing and metal parts with Strong Tone. making sure not to let any pull too much and not get on the skin. And that would be it for Atix. I really like how the skin came out. I think this is probably the brightest goblin that I've done to date. For a small skirmish team as well, that is perfect, as you want them to be bright and in your face. I don't know if I could do an entire army with this green though. It might be a little bit too much. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. You could also join Discord using the link in the description, where you can share anything you have been working on. As always, if you want a closer look at this mini, check out my Instagram page. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Most importantly though, be kind to each other.